Soul Brothers podcast presents.
Hi guys, today welcome to my show. Today I will watch you guys some videos and I'm about to see some music. I see ABCs. A for apple. B for ball. C for cat.
You ever really sit down and think about how expensive kids are? I mean, not just diapers, not just daycare, but I'm talking about the entire experience of raising kids today. Because when people say kids are expensive, most people think about groceries, clothes, school supplies. But what they don't always talk about is the cultural cost of raising kids in 2025, 2026. Because childhood used to be simple. You had a bike, a couple of toys, you played outside till the street lights came on, and when you got bored, you figured it out. But today, kids have tablets, gaming systems, streaming services, designer clothes, travel sports, and other extracurricular activities, and even cell phones. So the real question for today is this: what does it actually cost to raise kids in this culture? And are we raising kids or are we raising consumers? Let's talk about it.
You are now listening to The Cost of Culture.
Welcome back to the Cost of Culture podcast. I am your host, Chris Harrison, and this is the podcast where we break down the financial, psychological, and cultural price of the things that are shaping our lives. Sneakers, gaming, subscriptions, money, sports, blah, 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 you name it, we talk about it. And today we're talking about kids, but more specifically, the cost of kids. Now, let me say this up front. If you have kids, this episode is definitely for you because you already know the receipts are real, the expenses are real, and sometimes you look at your account and say, wait a minute, when did all this money become their money? But if you don't have kids, this episode is still for you. Because by the end of this episode, you might understand exactly what parents go through. And then you might say to yourself, yeah, I'm gonna wait a little while longer, big dog, for that. Either way, today, we're asking the question we always ask here. What are we really paying for? Let's go. Raising kids today feels different than when we were growing up. Not necessarily harder, but definitely for sure more expensive. When our parents raised us, the basics looked like this: food, clothes, school supplies, maybe sports, and that was it. But today, these kids have an entire lifestyle: tablets, gaming systems, streaming subscriptions, designer clothes, extracurricular activities, and another big one now, cell phones. I mean, kids are getting phones younger and younger now, sometimes even elementary school, definitely middle school. And it's not just the phone. It's the phone, the case, apps, the games, and most importantly, the monthly phone bill that comes with all that. Because a smartphone in today's market can easily cost you $700 to $1,200, depending on the model. Then add the monthly plan. That's another $30 to $60 a month. Plus the insurance, because kids are definitely destructive. That means just the phone plan alone can cost around $360 to roughly $720 a year. And that's something our parents never had to think about before. I mean, childhood used to be simple. Now childhood is curated, and curated childhoods definitely cost money. Now let's talk about the debate. Who costs more, boys or girls? Now, I'm a girl dad, so I've seen this side of things firsthand. And let me tell you, girls can be expensive. Hair, clothes, shoes, dance, gymnastics, cheer, accessories, picture day outfit, holiday outfit, birthday outfit. And somehow every outfit only gets worn once. And then kids grow so fast, you're buying clothes every few months. You buy shoes, they don't fit anymore. You buy jeans, now they're too short. It's like raising a human that upgrades faster than the iPhone. Boys aren't cheap either because boys destroy things. Then you gotta add clothes, shoes, backpacks, sports equipment. I mean, everything gets worn out. And then when you add sports in the equation, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, league fees, uniforms, equipment, travel tournaments, and those things can stack up quickly. So you do the math on who costs more. When we were kids, extracurricular activities were simple. You played a sport at school, maybe an outside league, maybe band. That was it. Now kids today have schedules like they're professional athletes. They have club team involvements, travel leagues, private coaching, and sometimes year-round sessions. And the numbers on youth sports today are wild. I mean, the average family spends about $1,000 per year just on their child's main sport. But once you add travel teams, equipment, camps, tournaments, and so on and so forth, some families are spending roughly $1,500 or more per child every year. I mean, youth sports have become a $40 billion industry. I'm gonna say that again, a $40 billion industry. So it's not just kids playing anymore, it's an entire economy. Let's take a quick moment to shout out one of the sponsors supporting the podcast, Pair of Thieves. If you haven't tried Pair of Thieves yet, you're missing out. We're talking some of the most comfortable socks and underwear you can get. They look good, they feel good, and they actually last, which parents appreciate because we're already spending money on everything else. So if you want to upgrade your essentials, you can get 15% off your first order using promo code BC-Christopher H 368. Again, that's BC-Christopher H 368. Go check them out and support the brand supporting the show. Now let's get back to it. Now let's talk about the numbers for a second real quick, because sometimes when people say kids are expensive, they don't realize how expensive. Studies estimate the average cost of raising a child in the U.S. is somewhere between $300,000 and $389,000 from birth to the age of 18. Think about that for a second. That's almost $400,000 per child. That breaks down roughly to, if you do the math, $17,000 to $21,000 per year, depending on where you live. And then add the everyday stuff like back to school shopping. Back to school shopping can roughly cost between $570 per child. Extracurricular activities go for around $500 to $600 per year. And then again, add sports, that's around an additional $1,000 per year. Then technology, games, phones, subscriptions. And when everything adds together, you realize something real quick. Raising kids today isn't just about parenting, it's almost like budget management. And when you look at those numbers, you realize something else. Kids aren't just your pride and joy, kids are also the longest running subscription service ever. And the crazy thing about that is, there's no cancel button. When we were kids, we played outside. I mean, we created our own fun. Our parents weren't scheduling every single minute of our lives. Now, kids are scheduled constantly. Activities, practices, events, entertainment. I mean, kids used to create fun. Now fun is usually purchased. Apps, games, subscriptions, streaming, everything is so instant entertainment now. Being a girl dad changes your perspective. I mean, daughters teach you patience. They teach you softness. They teach you that the little moments matter, but they also remind you about how fast time moves. I mean, 1 minute they're little, the next minute they're choosing their own clothes, the next minute they're developing their own interests, and then you realize something. It's not about the money. It's about the memories. I mean, years from now, they won't remember the price of their shoes or the cost of their hair. They'll remember, did dad show up? Did dad listen? Did dad care? In those moments, those are the real investments. Now here's the uncomfortable question. Are kids today spoiled? Now I don't mean intentionally, but culturally. Maybe, because many kids grow up with the things we never had. Again, phones, gaming systems, designer clothes, unlimited entertainment. And the issue isn't the item, the issue is the expectation. Because when something becomes normal, kids stop seeing it as a privilege, it just becomes more of the baseline rule for them. And kids are also monsters when it comes to the kitchen. I mean, every parent knows this moment. You go grocery shopping, you buy snacks. 2 days later, everything is gone. You're in your kitchen like, who ate all this? And your kids looking at you like, wasn't that what it was for? I mean, parents even started hiding snacks from their own kids. That's crazy. And if you're a parent listening right now, you know exactly where that secret snack stash is. Let's shout out another partner of the podcast, Dubby Energy. If you need clean energy without the crash, Dubby has been one of my favorites lately. Great flavors, no jitters, no sugar spikes, and my personal favorite right now is the Retro Sherbet. Listeners of the podcast get 10% off all their orders by using the link in the show description. So go check out the link and support the brand that supports the show. Thank you. At the end of the day, the cost of kids isn't just financial, it's emotional, it's time, it's sacrifice. Parents give up sleep, free time, money, and even their own personal peace sometimes. But they do it because raising kids is one of the most meaningful things you can do. Because someday, these kids grow up and they become the next generation shaping culture. And the way we raise them today will shape our world tomorrow. So the real question isn't, are kids expensive? The real question is, what kind of people are we investing in? And that's today's episode of the Cost of Culture podcast. If this episode made you think, share it with another parent, because trust me, we're all figuring this out together. Follow the show, leave a review, and keep supporting the podcast. I really appreciate you, because every listen helps the conversation grow. And with that being said, until next time, I'm Chris Harrison, and remember the question we always ask here: what are we really paying for? Peace.
Yeah. It says A, B, C. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, K, L, O, N, O, P, Q, Y, X, D, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, what to see with me.
Like, subscribe, and follow The Cost of Culture.